Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. So recently, I say recently, back in October I think, I bought Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and it took me a while to finish it because it turns out it's one of the longest ever story modes in any game ever. It might be the longest, I don't know, but it's up there. It's ridiculous. I thought Red Dead Redemption 2 was long. This is incredible. But Assassin's Creed Valhalla I never played Assassin's Creed until that point. The only reason I bought that was because, first of all, new generation, PS5. There weren't many games available at the time anyway. I wanted to experience the PS5 as much as possible. And I thought, hey, it's a Vikings game. I love the show Vikings. Maybe this would be like the Vikings show. Well, it wasn't really, but, you know. I thought, you know, I like the Viking vibe about it, and that's why I bought it. I thought, hey, Vikings. We can be a Viking here. And an assassin at the same time. This sounds cool. I bought it. And I really enjoyed it. Some parts were frustrating, sure, like the Fenrir boss fight, but I really enjoyed it. So, after playing that game, or even like while playing that game, I thought, if this game is this good, I wonder how good the other Assassin's Creed games are. So, conveniently, when I thought that, the PS Store had a sale where pretty much all of the games were on sale, apart from the first one. The first one was not available on PS4. Therefore not available on PS5 either. It was available as a PS3 game, so I bought it for like £2 off a second-hand shop, CEX, and I played through it. And this is going to be my review of it in a second. And I also bought the rest of the games as well. They were all on sale. Like Ezio collection was on sale for like £10 or something. There was another collection with 3 different games, also like similar price. Odyssey was like £12 for the Ultimate Edition. I was just like, what are these crazy offers? Origins was £11. I just thought, hey, let's just buy all these games. They're cheap right now. And one of them, I think it was Odyssey, it comes with Assassin's Creed 3 for free. So, you know, good damn deal. Good damn deal. So I'm going to play through them. Not as series though, but I'm going to play through them and hopefully review them in time. Because considering how long it took me to complete the first one, I might be there a while. And I heard Odyssey's very long as well, like Valhalla, so we shall see about that. Anyway, let's actually get on to reviewing Assassin's Creed 2007. The Animus is what I want to talk about, because my first taste of Assassin's Creed was the movie. You know, that bad one with Michael Fassbender, that one. They wasted such a great actor on that movie. Anyway, when I saw the Animus concept in that movie, I thought they made it just for the movie. I was just like, this must be a movie thing. Surely the games are not like this. This kind of feels weird if they did this like this in the games. So when I played Valhalla, I thought, oh, they have that concept in this as well. Maybe they added it in after the movie. So then I played the original one, 2007, and I realized it's been there the whole time. I didn't know the Animus was there since the very start. I mean, I shouldn't be that surprised, to be honest, but I felt like that was a concept they made for the movie. I didn't think that was the game concept. But yeah, I do like the idea of the Animus. I think that's pretty interesting. How the modern day connects with the olden days. It's quite interesting how it's done. How you can be one of your ancestors as well. That's quite something. And also an assassin at the same time. So in this game, the main story is, at the start, you do something that disgraces your name. You're an assassin, but you get D-ranked. You lose all your skills. And then Al-Mualim, who is the leader, he sends you on 9 assassinations. Not all at the same time, but he goes, you do 1 in Jerusalem, 1 in Acre, 1 in Damascus. And then you report back to him. And then he sends you 3 more in each of the 3 places. And then there's 3 more, I think, in also each of the 3 places. I think. Or the last one, I think, is in a different place completely, I think. But there's 9 assassinations that you gotta take. And then, I'm not gonna spoil, but I know it's been out a while, but just in case you haven't played it. There's 9 assassinations, then there's more to the story. There's twists and turns, and there's a couple more villains to defeat. A couple boss fights. The final boss fight, I will tell you, is very hard. It's partly because I'm terrible at fighting. You're meant to like hold R1 to defend, like do your stance, and then, you know, when they attack you, counter. Me, I did that, but I was also spamming square half the time, which is not very skillful. But I was spamming square and also like pressing R1 and square when necessary to kill someone attacking me. It kind of worked most of the game, to be fair. I didn't even start being more defensive until the final boss fights, to be honest with you. But yeah, my style of fighting wasn't great. The gameplay I felt was frustrating, to be honest with you, in the first game. I really enjoyed the gameplay of the Valhalla game, but the first game, my word, the gameplay was very dodgy, especially some of the pickpocketing thing, because for each assassination, you can't just go in and kill. You got to get information. You got to go to the bureau first, get a feather, go get information. You got to. There's 6 investigations available. You got to complete 3 of them, and once you got that, you got to go back to the bureau. They approve it, and then you've got to go and kill the person, and then lose your tail, lose your pursuers, and the whole city's on alert, by the way. So you got to avoid all the guards, and then you go back to the bureau once the coast is clear, and then you go back to Al Mualim to report back. So it's longer than I first expected, and at first I didn't know where to go, because I was just like, where's the next mission, where's the next mission? But it turns out you got to go up to the top points of the map and synchronize, like in Valhalla. Like, obviously I say like in Valhalla, but that's my point of reference, because obviously that's the first Assassin's Creed game I played. In Valhalla, it was not necessary to synchronize, but in this one, you had to synchronize to see the missions on the map, which is fair enough. To be fair, you could have gone to the areas and done a mission anyway, but you know, it's easier when you know where it is exactly. But yeah, the gameplay was frustrating. Sometimes I didn't know where to go. The fighting was honestly very tough. There were times where you were ambushed and there was 10 people just standing around. You had to fight them all off. Unless you were defensive, it's going to be very hard to do it, but sometimes I did it with spam square. But yeah, it was very tough. It was very tough, but the twists at the end were interesting. Being an assassin was pretty cool, and the modern day stuff was quite nice as well. And I think that story was good. The main downside to the story was the ending. It wasn't a bad ending, but it could have been better. I felt like it was a bit underwhelming, the way it ended. It felt like they did it with the intention of making a sequel. Like, it didn't feel like a complete story, even though it was quite a long story. But, you know, when you think about it, 9 assassinations and a few fights afterwards, it takes a long while to complete, but I feel like there could have been more in there. But yeah, it's not... The thing is, though, the game wasn't too short. It wasn't too short. It's just the way they ended it was the problem with me. But yeah, I did check some Reddit posts. Apparently, a lot of people have problems with this game in terms of like how hard it is. Apparently, they made the combat easier in the sequel games. I'll see about that. But yeah, I look forward to playing them in order. I think the next 3 games are the Ezio collection anyway. And then after that, it's like Assassin's Creed 3, and then Black Flag, and then a few others after that. I'm pretty sure Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla obviously are the longest ones, so I shall probably take a while to play those. But before that, I think I should be able to play a lot of them. I don't know about Rogue or Black Flag though. They might be long as well, to be fair, because there's multiple areas in those ones, right? I think those are the games where they started to become more of a you know, open world game rather than what... I mean, they're all open world, but you know, the original Assassin's Creed was a lot different to the new ones. The new ones are a lot more, you know, RPG. The first ones are a lot more streamlined, a lot more like Assassin's Creed. But yeah, this first game, story was good, ending not so good. Gameplay was awful at times. Fighting, combat could have been better. I think the mechanics of the game could have been better, but it also wasn't too bad, and I definitely don't regret playing this. But it was very frustrating at times. Like, there was times I wanted to tweet about how much I hated this game, but in the end the reward was worth it. It's just the journey that's frustrating. But also at the same time, ironically, the ending wasn't that great. But yeah, this is what I think. The gameplay was frustrating throughout, ending was rewarding. The story, it was great throughout, the ending was frustrating. That's my review. I'm gonna rate it as an 8 out of 10. It's a solid game that could be better with better gameplay, and I hope that one day it gets a remaster, because if this got remastered with better gameplay and controls, it would be a really good, successful game, I think. Anyway, this is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see ya.